I'm going to start taking this apart. I'm not looking forward to doing it, but it has to be done. I'm just hoping my little electric screwdriver is charged. Yeah, first I'm going to remove the scope. Oh no, I'll take the camera attachment off. As I say, at the moment I don't know what I'm doing taking this apart, because as I say, there's so many screws. But I'm going to undo the big screws along the side. There's 3 of them. I'll undo them first and see what happens. But I reckon all these little screws have got to come out, and that's what I'm not looking forward to. Right, let's the scope off. Yeah, these, you've got 3 big screws or bolts on, and I miscounted, you've got 5 on the Picatinis, so I'll have to get a couple of tins, and so I can put these in. But each time I take something out, I'm going to take a photograph of it, because they need to go in the right places. So I got 2 empty tins here, so it gives me 4 4 bits, so I can put the screws in. Right, okay, so the back pad needs to come off. Now it's very strange for them to give you just 1 Allen key, so as I say, I'm not really sure. And that's quite a long screw. Must be 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches. Right, okay, yeah, so on the butt pad you can see where the screws go. Right. Well, that's a good start, because that's not even opening, that one. I give you 1 Allen key and it don't fit. It fits these ones, but it don't fit. Oh, that's a tight one. I might have to try and find more Allen keys. Be nice just to undo these 3 screws and it all comes apart, but I shouldn't think. Hang on, that's a larger one. Okay, so I'm going to take a photograph. Right, okay, I'm going to take the photograph because one's bigger than the other. Okay. Now that Allen key is small, so I'm not quite sure. Oh, okay, so I've got a star connector, T10. And this one's really small. It's really small. So you have to take these off, so that's not moving that. Oh, I see, so they're screwed in both sides, so once again I'm going to take another photograph. Yeah, you got one big one and one small one, so I'll take another photograph of that. And this one I can't get off, so I'll have to go and get some other Allen keys. So I'm going to stop the video. Right, okay, now I don't understand why they're only giving you one Allen key. That seems a bit ridiculous to me. Let's draw the curtain. Yeah, that seems a bit ridiculous, just giving you one Allen key. Right, okay. Yeah, they're just giving you one Allen key, which is, so that's another small one. So imagine I've got to take these Picatinis off. Oh dear me, don't tell me it's another. Oh dear me, that's another small Allen key. Obviously they don't want you to get inside. Right, okay, that's both Picatinny rails off, and they're both the same size, so it makes no difference how they go on off, don't think. And see if it breaks open. No. So now it's down to taking the screws out. Okay, so and these are crossheads Phillips. Now this one, oh, I don't believe it. Okay. That's a really coarse thread on that one, so take no photo. Now this is the surrounding of the trigger unit, which is looks like it's a small screw. Right. Take another photograph. Even by taking photographs, I could. Oh, that's a long screw and short screw. So another shit. Right, this is just for replacing in. Okay. Right, does that break apart now? No. Okay, now it comes to this side then. I've got just check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and the 2 on the butt, so that's nine screws. So now I'm on the other side. Right, so and that's the other one. Right, now I can take a photograph, but they all seem to be the same size except that first one I took out. Okay, so you can put them in that tin now. It looks like I'm left with just two. Has to be more than two, hasn't it? And this is a stiff one. Okay. Oh dear me, I don't know. Being plastic, it's also very easy to break these lobes where these screws go into, or cross thread, and that's what you don't want to do, is cross thread them. Right, another photograph. They look like they're the same size. Yeah, they're the same size, okay, so oh, it looks like that's all the screws there are. But it's how to prise it open now. Without doing any damage to it. I can't see none around there. Well, at the moment I don't know. I imagine all the screws out and I can't break this stock off. I'll have to get a knife, I think, and see. Okay. Yeah, there must be some sort of, oh, that hurts. Must be some sort of clip. So this is where you can do so much damage. And I think I need a stronger knife. This is a bit ridiculous. Oh. What I'm doing, I'm using these Allen keys as a wedge. And I'm getting down so far. And it's not coming into two halves. What a difficult gun to work on. I don't know if you can see what I've done. But this is 23 minutes long already. I might have to get a bigger screwdriver, flathead, and try and open this up. Right, I'm going to go to this shed and find a bigger screwdriver. So I'll see you in a minute. Right, okay, so we'll need to put the light on. So I've got 3 flatheads. This is absolutely ridiculous. Alright, okay. As I say, at the moment I don't know what I'm doing. Oh right, okay, so okay, that's not too bad. Quite pleased about that. God dear me. Oh, I can see the one spring. I'm not sure about. Alright, that stock comes off, so that's quite handy. And this lever is a bit awkward. Does that unscrew? Oh, it's got Allen key in it, okay. Oh, should have looked at that before. Right, that's the biathlon lever off. And now that's split into 2. First I want to look and see if I've got enough room to put a metal plate in. For the bipod attachment, and I don't want to I think very close. Okay, it's very close. I think I can do it, but that'll be later. Right. That's just fell apart. Oh, dear me. I'll bring it here because that's just fell apart. I've got a spring. I have a spring here. Oh, I don't know whether you can see it. So awkward to do this. the trigger. Which I don't think it should be like that. All this moved when I took it out. Okay. Assembly, it's just falling apart. And this spring here. Well, that's the first problem, I suppose. But that is just oh, I see. No, I don't. Bit of an awkward gun, I think. Oh, I see a little spring down now. There's a little spring down there. Which I don't think it should be like that. All this moved when I took it out. Okay. So that's got a hook round there. And there's a groove here. Yeah, I think this is going to be in 2 parts, maybe 3 parts, I don't know. Right, okay, so I'm going to end the video here and have a good look at this assembly, and then I'll start refilming when I understand what I'm doing. Okay, so I'll see you later. Bye. Right, I'm just about to take off the trigger and bolt assembly. Well, that all comes out in one. And we've got quite a bit of lubrication around this, so that all needs to be wiped off, I think. But I can't see how I can get this trigger assembly out. There's a pin there, and that goes right through. Yeah, as I say, I'm not quite sure about this little spring which is poking out. See that? Right, okay, I'm getting a bit greased up here, so all that needs to be wiped off. Okay, I'll start recording when I'll find more about it. Right, okay, this spring, which is just here, I don't know if you can see it properly, but what it is, it's a return spring. So when you push the safety on, that locks the trigger and that return spring goes down. And now that return springs come up, as you can see. And now that's back down in its groove and it's all locked. Okay, so it's just finding out now how to disattach this trigger unit. Okay, so again, I'll start recording when I find out more. Right, I'm just undoing this scrub screw here to take this back part off. Oh, and there's a little washer. Oh, that goes on top or underneath. Yeah, that sits in there. Okay, so try and poke that through because we don't want to lose that. So I'll have to take another photo now. And that brings back the hammer to lock onto the sears, which I can't see. And also the hammer spring. I mean, the hammer spring is very, very stiff. Yeah, strange gun this. Certainly not for the faint-hearted, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'll stop recording again and start when I know a bit more. Right, okay, all this is really, you can now see the end of the barrel, but all this is really is insert for the silencer, because all that does is go over. So why I couldn't get a brush down there, I don't know. Not a brush, but that 2-2 swab, I don't know. But I am going to try and do it. You can see right through the barrel now. Yeah, that's handy, because the American ones didn't. I don't think had this because I think Terry from Buckrow made a fitting which went over this part of the shroud for a silencer, and the UK one has this with the threaded end for a silencer. So in one respect we're quite lucky, because we can put a proper silencer on and that, without buying any attachments. Yeah, I try and put a swab through and see if I can really clean this up. Now it's like this. Been looking at the trigger assembly, and it could be the one possibility. It could be the hammer spring is so heavy. Could be the hammer spring being so heavy, and it's not, that's why the trigger's heavy, to try and pull the sears down so it releases the hammer. It's a possibility, but then if you put a weaker spring in, a weaker hammer spring, I think the sub 12 side of it could go down maybe to a sub 9, I don't know. As I say, I've got to really have a look at this and study it. All this is what I'm thinking at the moment, you know. It's a possibility the hammer spring is very heavy, but even that, I still don't know how to get that hammer spring out at the moment. And I think it's all down to that kind of pin what goes through. Yeah, it's more involved than I thought. So by pushing that, I can feel the tension on that hammer spring. Very, very powerful. And as I say, the triggers, all this assembly, well, I'm not quite sure, but I won't mention that at the moment. It's a possibility that when you pull the trigger, this part here releases the spring or the hammer. All this I'm just thinking in my head, you know, whether it's right or not wrong, I don't know. Yeah, so it's a little bit involved, so it's certainly going to be into 2 parts, maybe even 3. And maybe I haven't got the brain power to do it, I don't know. Right, okay, so you see if my tea's ready, and back to thinking. See you later. Well, I don't know how much I've lost out of that video, but I'm cleaning the barrel. I've cut my hand, and I'm catching it on this part here, which is so sharp. At the moment, because the other camera cut out, these are the swabs I've done so far, and I'm trying to lubricate the barrel. Oh, I've got to put something around that. Yeah, I'm trying to lubricate the barrel. Oh, it's so sharp. So what I'm just doing is pulling this backwards and forwards to get all the oil into the rifling. And that's not too bad really, but we're going to use the swab again, the pull through now, to dry it all out. And as I said on the other camera, which cut out because the storage was full, as I say, I don't know whether it saved the clip that I just done of cleaning the barrel or not. But this is the 3rd time that I've pulled this barrel through. since we've had it. And each time I've taken out more dirt. And as I said on the other camera, as I say, I don't know whether it saved it, this is the only rifle that I've ever had with this amount of dirt in it. The crow was nice and clean, the beaming was nice and clean. So it had dirt in it, but not as much as what this had. A couple of pull-throughs and that was it. But this is really, really dirty, caked in whatever grease they put in it to protect the barrel. Yeah, it's still coming back, still going black, look. Oh no. Maybe it needs acetone or something like that. Degrease, well, degreaser is acetone, isn't it? So. I've got all blood over my hands. And this is what I don't like about these swabs, these bits. The ones, those thin ones I had are the best. My nose is dripping again. Yeah, it's still coming out dirty. I know you can't see me, but and I know you can't see right down, well you can see right down the barrel, but you can't see what it's like, and nor can I. Well, I wouldn't like to take the barrel off all the time to clean it, you know, take it apart, dear me, that would be a nightmare. It's so sharp, that end. Yeah. I like to put a thicker bit in, but I can't take a chance on that, especially getting it stuck inside. That would be a nightmare. I might have to spend a day cutting all this up into small swabs. I certainly need a better pair of scissors. Sometimes I enjoy doing this and sometimes I don't, and today I don't. It's coming out cleaner anyway. That's it, all these little fibres, cotton fibres, which I don't like. Oh, I don't know whether I told you the barrel band and the shroud assembly on this here, this unit here was loose, so I tightened it up, and all that was moving, but it weren't moving in the stop because it locks down by this little lobe there. Just can't believe how dirty this barrel is. And it's still coming out very light grey. Well, you can see how I clean the barrel on the crow and the beaman. All I do is put a dry swab down to take out a certain amount of lead, start shooting, and it's always accurate. With the beaman, I have had a little bit of trouble with it in the past. But as I said, that's all down to the silencer and shroud, and right, okay, that's better than it was. So let's get this unit here, and we'll put that back. Oh, that's back in. Okay, so the silencer part is back in, and I think what that does is also centralises the barrel. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Right, so that's the barrel done. You can see how much air I've got in the cylinder. I really can't see, apart from undoing that bleed, the burst is to release the air. But I don't want to do that. Right, okay, so back to the trigger and find out a bit more about it, I think. Getting a long video, this.